So joining me now on the floor is Willie Mclain. He is Eastman's EVP and Chief Financial Officer, the CFO. Willie, thanks so much for being here.
Kristen, great to be here today with you.
It's great to get your perspective, especially as it comes to the financials, the nuts and bolts of this company. We know that with this new molecular recycling facility, it is going to be an undertaking. Financially, what does that mean?
Well, for me, it's great that we can have a sustainable solution that we can bring to the marketplace that creates value for our customers. And we can do that in a way that's financially sound. So as we think about our project in Kingsport that we have just started this year, we're talking about returns of greater than 15%. And we're doing that in a way that makes our customers and the brand successful. As we look at our second plant in Longview, Texas, and the partnership with the DOE, we're looking to ultimately accelerate the sustainability and to lower the carbon footprint. And that's what the grant's enabling us to do there.
I read that the company received $375 million in funding, both from the Inflation Reduction Act and the infrastructure bill. How are you going to use that money? How specifically will you deploy it?
Great question. So the $375 million is going to be deployed in renewable energy. So the ability to take renewable energy and to store it so that it can be reliable. And we can do that at our Longview, Texas. And through that partnership, the DOE is enabling that not only for Eastman, but as we think about broader sustainable investments in the future, we need technology that can store renewable energy so that it can have reliable production. And in addition to that, they're enabling us to offset some of the inflation in the investment. But this is a financially attractive project without funding. It's just a partnership to lower that sustainability, and we can reduce the carbon footprint compared to fossil fuel up to 90%.
We've been talking about the two molecular recycling facilities opening here in the U.S., Tennessee, another one coming in Texas, and then a new one in the next few years in Normandy, France. What kind of financial undertaking is that to go international when it comes to the facility?
Well, the one thing about Eastman is the power of our cash flow. We funded the first project through our operating cash flow, and we look to do that with both Longview and our plant in Normandy. So we produce, our target this year is $1.4 billion of operating cash flow to fund that growth and to be successful in the long term as we think about the combination of innovation and the leverage to economic recovery.
The dividend, I believe, is about 3.8% on a stock of Eastman, a single share. And you can correct me if that's moving in any sort of direction, but I'm curious what that means for investors.
Well, one, for 14 years, we've increased our dividend. We've never reduced our dividend, not during the financial crisis or COVID. And that's a testament to our cash flow and the innovation over time. So we found to provide returns to our shareholders, both through growth, but also through a return of that cash flow that's consistent over time.
Certainly a dividend well above the overall S&P 500. Really appreciate it. He's the Chief Financial Officer of the company. Willie, thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. Appreciate it.